Hello again and welcome to Pearl Magazine. Every April in Thailand, people celebrate their new year by splashing water on each other to wash away bad luck. In Hong Kong, the Thai community partakes in this tradition as well. Tonight, Pearl Magazine invites you to join our visit to Kowloon City, Hong Kong's Little Thailand, to celebrate the festival with the local residents and also to listen to their stories. April is the month of the Songkran festival, the Thai New Year. Hong Kong has nearly 13,000 Thais, a relatively small ethnic minority group in the city. Many of them live in Kowloon City. Today, they're gathered here to celebrate Songkran, the most important holiday in their culture, more commonly known as the Water Festival.
Thai community, they will think everyone is their son or their daughter. It's different from Chinese, I think. We will hug each other and we will blessing each other all the time.
In the heart of Kowloon City, South Wall Road is one of the most representative streets of Thai culture. It is also where Vita Chan grew up.
I'm Vita. My mother is Thai and my father is Chinese. I was born in Hong Kong and I grew up in Hong Kong as well.
Vita is the second generation of Thai immigrants. Her mother was one of the many Thai women who came to Hong Kong through marriage.
My mother came to Hong Kong 80s. My aunt, I think, is the first people from our family to Hong Kong. So my mother just followed and married with my father.
At that time in Thailand, we still have like discriminate for women, very difficult to work in Thailand. And so they want to have better life, so they come here. Thai ladies agree to marry with Hong Kong men.
Bungon Tamasorn is the chairperson of the Thai Regional Alliance in Hong Kong. She says that since 1973, when the Hong Kong government approved foreign labor to work in the city as domestic helpers, the Thai local community grew.
Before we have Khai Tak airport here, and so there are many Thai shops here. Then all Thai people coming here because of first Thai food, and also we can meet each other.
In 1990, Vita's mother opened the first grocery store on South Wall Road, which eventually became a popular gathering place for many Thais. Vita has been helping at the store since she was a kid.
I was 9 or 10 years old and I helped my mother in the shop. I meet a lot of the Thai people and sometimes they want to ask me, oh, what's this? What is the expiry date, something. Actually, at that time, I cannot speak Thai. Very difficult to communicate with them.
Vita says that she and many of her peers have never had an opportunity to learn their mother tongue properly.
I understand 70% of Thai, but I can't write.
Jim is also the second generation of Thai immigrants. He operates several Thai restaurants in Kowloon City.
Interestingly, I talked to my mom in Thai and she replies in Cantonese. She didn't require that I need to speak Thai.
Jim's mother is also from Thailand.
My father came to Hong Kong from mainland China. At that time, in the late 1960s and 70s, it was difficult for mainlanders to find wives in Hong Kong. At that time, Thais wanted to go abroad. So the fastest way was to go to Thailand and find a wife through an agency. My father met my mother and they got married. Then naturally I applied to come to Hong Kong.
Born in Thailand in the 1970s, Jim moved to Hong Kong with his family at the age of 4.
Many of my friends have Thai mothers, but they don't understand Thai. Because they were born in Hong Kong, it's normal. If their mother don't speak to them in Thai, they won't understand unless you deliberately learn it yourself.
Although surrounded by Thais, Vita only began to learn her mother tongue on her own when she was a teenager. She says that she was discouraged from embracing her roots because of her mother.
My mother don't want me to learn Thai. She thinks it's useless. My mom want me like a normal Hong Kong Hong Kong kids, she don't want me to show I'm Thai.
Having lived in the city for over 2 decades, Bungon Tamasorn says that she understands the feelings of inferiority.
Before, still have very strong discrimination. Many Thai people come to work, and the Hong Kong people just knew them about low labor. So they decided already that is from the low class. Hong Kong people is the employers. They think that their own is more high class. That point is still in their mind.
Growing up, Vida rarely brought up her mixed Thai identity, which led to further misunderstandings.
Thai people, we always like to use all the things with the good smell, like a scented powders. And after shower, my mother will put on my body. And then after I go to school, the classmate will say, why you have smell? I don't like it. Yeah, your smell too strong. When I talk with the elderly or a teacher in Thai, we need to face down. But in Hong Kong, teachers say you are very impolite. You need to look at my eyes.
Nakon used to be the helper taking care of Vita.
When she went to school, I would help her tie up her hair and dress her up. I help iron her clothes to look more beautiful. People don't know, but we all have to dress very nicely.
However, Vida recalls that many of her classmates and even teachers didn't understand her constant, impeccably dressed appearance.
When I was younger, primary school and secondary school, I don't have friends because they always feel I was so strange.
It was not until Vida got older that she came to realize that those misunderstandings stemmed from cultural differences.
Hello, สวัสดีค่ะ
Now, Vida is a teacher herself. Today, she is teaching Thai at this local primary school.
นี่ก็นอหนู
Vita says that she bears a sense of responsibility to advocate for the Thai language and culture, aiming to foster greater mutual understanding between Thai immigrants and the local population. So the younger generation of ethnic minority children won't have to encounter the same challenges she once faced. The school also supports the idea.
Thailand has begun to influence Hong Kong, so we hope that children can learn more about different countries. The Thai language is not in our traditional curriculum, but when we started the class, we found that some of our children have Thai relatives or family members. They were even more excited when attending the Thai classes because they knew a few sentences, which further aroused the students' interest in learning. This is something we're happy to see.
พูดสวยสิไทยมัน知唔知係咩啊？สงกรานต์係啦，สงกรานต์。如果咧我哋新年咧就會同人哋講新年快樂㗎嘛，咁潑水節快樂咧就係สุขสันต์วันสงกรานต์
Since 2015, Vida and her Thai friends have been organizing water festival events in Hong Kong every April to celebrate Songkran. The carnival was initially hosted in Kowloon City. In recent years, it expanded to Lai Chi Kok, so more Hong Kongers, not just Thais, could come and immerse themselves in the cultural experience.
For me, it's very successful. After we moved to Lai Chi Kok, actually 99% is Hong Kong people. So I also feel very surprised. A lot of the Hong Kong people love our event.
The water festival in Kowloon City is like Thai people's private party. Not many Hong Kong people will participate. Why don't we try a different place? I talked to Victor. Let's take it out of Kowloon City because the festival doesn't have to be there.
Jim has been sponsoring the water festival event for 10 years.
I think the Songkran festival is not only for Thai people now, it's also a festival for Hong Kong people. Although I was not born in Hong Kong, it's where I started. I have been living in Hong Kong for 50 years. What I have now is from Hong Kong people. If I were in Thailand, I may not be who I am today. I really like Hong Kong.
Vida is grateful that over the years, Hong Kong society has gained a deeper understanding of Thai culture through her events. And more importantly, she is happy to see the local Thai community now embracing their identity with a sense of pride.
Everyone say I'm Thai second generation and learn about Thailand, about Thai culture, and also travel to Thailand. I'm very happy about that. I need to tell all the people, actually we are Thai in Hong Kong and we can do more for the society.
When we return, Till Death Do Us Part and other changing marriage traditions. Stay with us. Welcome back to Pearl Magazine. Many people dream of meeting the one, getting married, and maybe starting a family. But these days, divorce is becoming more common. In Hong Kong, about 30,000 couples married in 2022, while 13,000 filed for divorce that year. Lawyers say there has been an uptick in prenups being sought, and more young couples are choosing not to have children. Couples are more aware that marriage goes hand in hand with money when it comes to planning for the future.
Previously, I think most people who does come to do prenups with me would be expat couples usually, but I've seen more and more Chinese families, which was a surprise to me because usually Chinese people think it's bad luck to do prenups, but then it seems that more and more people are receptive to the idea of planning ahead.
Lawyer Jocelyn Chow says it's not the couples coming in, but the parents of soon-to-be married children as they seek to protect the assets they have gifted or plan to leave to their children.
Generally, prenuptial inquiries have increased probably in the last 10 years, but a majority of them actually were from parents. I definitely think that the increase in parents being the one who is initiating the idea of signing a prenup for the children is because nowadays, this younger generation, a lot of them actually rely on their parents' wealth. Nowadays, I'm sure you've heard, there's a lot of generational wealth being accumulated.
Jocelyn says that this isn't just the domain of the ultra-rich. With Hong Kong properties previously having extra stamp duty for second properties bought, some parents put properties in the names of their children.
Actually, a lot of my divorce cases involve what we call beneficial interest disputes, which is that properties are placed under the names of the children, even when they're very young age. The parents might choose to purchase a property under their child's name. However, what they don't know is that if their child were to get divorced in the future, this property can potentially be something that can be shared with the divorcing spouse.
It's these types of cases that have sparked interest from parents to protect family wealth for their kids.
Most of their primary objective of doing a prenup for the children would be to ring fence, to exclude whatever they might pass to the children. Usually it would be, in Hong Kong, it would be usually the case of a property that they have gifted to their children or that they have asked the children to hold on behalf of them.
I spoke to one parent who agrees. She said stories from other parents with adult children made her and her husband realize they wanted to protect their two daughters if they decided to marry in the future.
A very good friend's sister, older sister, who had a very bad marriage, and the husband was divorcing her and was gunning for her parents have money too, so basically he was wanting to get her share even before the family, the parents died. It came to a point where auntie, where the mother of my friend, actually disowned her own daughter on paper. But obviously, it was all discussed with the family because they wanted to keep the fortune for her own children.
When did this start to become a concern for you and your husband?
Quite early on when they were young, probably even before they were 10. Actually, the reflection of what we had heard from our own contemporaries, you know. We've heard of people getting divorced, you know, older parents, you know, talking to us when the kids were younger, how despairing they were with their hard-earned money. You know, you build up a fortune, you want to share with the children, and then everything's been taken over by the husband or the wife. They sue for divorce, and they want everything that you've given your child.
Eve says she and her husband, both doctors, have spoken about the prenup idea openly with their daughters. One is a doctor and the other a veterinarian.
Well, one is 26, one is 24, but we have discussed with them quite openly in front of them, and as they got older, they entered the conversation, and they thought it was pretty obvious.
Jocelyn says it's common for parents to have an initial consult before coming in with their child. How enforceable is a prenup in court if a couple gets a divorce?
First of all, the prenup has to be signed fairly early before the actual wedding. We would often suggest at least 1 month before the wedding. The second requirement would be that the prenups has to have financial disclosure on both sides. And again, the rationale is because if you don't make any financial disclosure, then one party can potentially say, oh, I didn't understand that I was signing away my rights to so much of your assets. The third requirement would be that both sides need to have independent legal advice. And then finally, the terms of the prenup has to be fair in the sense that it cannot leave either party in a situation where there would be in a real predicament of need.
She says that prenups aren't automatically binding in court, but if they do fulfill those requirements, courts in the UK and Hong Kong tend to uphold the terms. Hong Kong's marriage rate recovered post-COVID, with roughly 18,000 more couples marrying in 2023 than the year before. But people are marrying later than they used to as views on marriage and expectations are changing. Psychiatrist Dr. Zaidi Kuratulain says not only is divorce more acceptable and openly discussed, but so is not having children.
There is generally more of an acceptance from the society around the stigma of divorce, and that is playing a part in our generation for accepting our younger kids divorcing. They are more focused on their own growth, personal growth, and they are definitely focused on prioritizing their personal career, their financial goals, and their need to establish a consolidated sense of themselves before they can become a partner or a parent.
Hong Kong currently has the second lowest birth rate in the region. The government announced some sweeteners to encourage people to have babies, such as a $20,000 baby bonus for people giving birth, as well as raising the allowance for those with children from $120,000 to $130,000. But couples don't consider this much of an incentive.
Not only the amount is not high at all, it doesn't even, able to pay our transportation to go, to doctors, see doctor before, before having a baby. It doesn't help at all. And that's why it won't change our decision and encourage us.
Yvonne Tin has been married for 4 years. She works in marketing, and her husband is a scientist. Initially, she said they had both considered having children.
At that moment, for sure, we were thinking of having kids, and I think I chose my husband because that I think he will be a great father, even better than I am.
Yeah.
And I can be, the maybe breadwinner. We were thinking of, enjoying our married life for 1 or 2 years first before, think of having kids. But then we realized that maybe our lifestyle, our income, to lots of things, we decided not to have kids after 3 or 4 years of marriage.
Yvonne is part of a growing demographic known as DINKS, which stands for Dual Income, No Kids. She says that while her parents are traditional and would like to have grandchildren, they understand their decision.
Actually, I think my parents both really want us to have kids, but they won't force us. I think ultimately they really do understand it's not easy to have kids. I think my parents are very willingly to help, but not like like 3-4 times a day, because at the end of the day, they do understand their responsibility should be with the parent.
Yvonne says she's always been focused on her career, and while she has some friends and family who suggest she rethink her decision not to have children, she enjoys the life she has without them.
I think it feels much better without kids. Because of having kids, I can do things that I like, my own interests, like I like to go kayaking, music shows, traveling a lot, explore the world while I can and before I get old. Honestly, all the friends who actually start to have their family, they won't have that much time to hang out with you, and especially even we have gathering, it might be with their kids, the topics that we might be discussing or having, it will be very different. But I'm unfortunate that I do have a couple of friends, and I'm still looking out for friends who actually doesn't have kids, and we can enjoy traveling and having fun together.
Dr. Zaidi says the younger generation's priorities have changed, and they no longer feel pressure to marry and have families, as previous generations may have.
It's expensive to have children. And to be able to have a fulfilled life without this experience, is that okay as well? And maybe for a lot of people it is okay for them. The other reason that I'm hearing more and more in the last 3 to 4 years from younger people is that climate change, and that is having an impact on the decision to have children.
Yvonne echoed this herself, saying the responsibility feels quite heavy.
It's the responsibility. I think in the changing world, I would say a messy world, really messy.
As the world turns and people's beliefs are tested, norms change, and today's generation appears to be more thoughtful about the impact of their decisions on marriage and children. That's our show for this week. Join us on Pearl Magazine, same time next week. Bye for now.